Welcome to Firestar Tarot. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Insight, intuition, wisdom, and inner knowledge. Looking at life from a higher perspective. Mind-blowing creativity. The path to self. The universe is your playground. The power of self-sacrifice. Remember, this is a healing channel. All the information you need is in the description box down below. Let's begin. Well, hello, Virgo, and welcome to Firestar Tarot. I am Empress Egypt, and as you can tell from the title, yep, it's going to be that kind of reading, all right? So before we get into this reading, obviously, I have provided that short little cartoon clip just for you guys, if you even consider that short. I don't know, all different perspectives here, but you get what I'm saying, just to kind of alleviate some of the intro. So anything you need will be in the description box, you guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff so that this video does find who it's intended for. Remember, my channel is a healing channel, so keep it very positive. I delete all negative comments and I will block negativity, okay? So with that being said, you guys, I do want to give my mom a quick shout out, you guys. I have provided her link down below. My mother is adorable. She made these cute little clips for me, for my tarot cards, and obviously some for my daughter for her photos and stuff like that. So definitely check out her Etsy link is down below in the description box. Check out her Etsy shop. She makes keychains, roach clips, just all kinds of cute jewelry and stuff like that. Go check her out. Give her some love. Show her some love for me, you guys. All right. Remember, keep it positive over there too. That's my mama. All right. So with that being said, you guys, that's pretty much everything. I think anything I forgot, I'll put in the description box. So obviously, Virgo, I was shuffling off of camera and some cards came out. So obviously I was pulling the overall energy because I'm still getting familiar with the archetype deck. The archetype deck, is a very in-depth deck. It's awesome. But my point is that I still haven't learned all the cards. I'm still learning them. So what I do is I pull the card off of camera. And of course, I tap into it a little bit and get to understand it. But I am going to read to you out of the book so that you guys fully understand what this means. But obviously, too, when I was shuffling the other decks, just setting intentions, the Ten of Cups did come out of the Hermetic deck. I will be using the Hermetic deck to clarify today. I don't know if I'm going to use the Hermetic deck in the general reading or in the extended. Either way, it is what it is. I'll explain both of these to you, but let me explain the extended before I do so. Okay, Virgo? So if you guys are wanting the extended, that's if this general reading here on YouTube just resonates for you and you're like, oh my God, this is me. This is my story. This is for me. The extended dives even deeper, okay, into your person and a little bit into you, but more into your person. Okay, so it's like the second half, right? Today's reading is going to be more focused on you. Okay. Remember, here on my channel, I don't predict the future. So don't force things and don't expect me to tell you what's coming. Okay. I am only simply helping you to be a better person as far as self. Okay. So in other words, finding your higher self and your truest path when it comes to this journey we call life. Okay. So let's break down these two cards and really get into your reading. But before so, I do want to break down the extendeds really quick. If you want to purchase the extended, I have two ways of purchasing it. $5 individually. Send me an email at FireStarPassion@gmail and be like, hey, Empress Egypt, I would like the extended for Virgo. And I will send you the information on how to purchase it. If you do purchase it individually, you do have to wait up to 48 hours to get the link. Okay. Sometimes sooner, sometimes 48 hours. If you want it sooner than that, definitely check out Patreon. Patreon is members only. There's no ads over there, you guys. It's $11.11 a month, and you get all the extendeds for the month and extra videos and extra stuff over there. I'm also doing a Halloween giveaway over there. I'll be publishing that soon. Anyways, you guys, that's pretty much it. Okay. Everything you need is in the description box, including my Patreon link. Okay. If you're interested in tarot classes, I have not started those, but the links are over on Patreon. Please do not sign up for those classes. If you are interested, just send me an email. Okay. And I will explain on when I'm planning to launch the actual classes. Okay. Because they're going to be online virtual classes. All right. So with that being said, you guys, let's go get into this reading, Virgo. All right. So clearly you had the self card for your overall energy of this reading. Okay. So this is the main card. Every zodiac sign is getting a card this week. Obviously Virgo's, yours is the self. Okay. I said Virgos, but obviously Virgo, yours is the self. All right, we also have the 10 of Cups that came out with the Hermetic deck, obviously when it comes to your success, when it comes to emotions. So let's break down the self first, and then I'll explain to you the 10 of Cups. Most of you guys know what the 10 of Cups is, especially if you're familiar with tarot readings here on YouTube. If not, I'll break it down, all right? So anyways, let's start with the self. All right, number 29, all right? The self is the soul, the witness, and the watcher. In the light, it's witnessing, accepting new aspects of self. Okay, all about the path to self here. In the dark, it's disjointed, fatigued, diffused energy and purpose. All right. So in other words, it's a hazy. You don't know what your purpose is. You don't know what your life's, what you're here for. It's just not really knowing. It's being confused, right? Hazy. The self is the prism that allows the spectrum of our personalities to radiate. It does not judge, prohibit, suppress, or oppress any of its parts, as it lovingly knows that all aspects have a time and place and leads us to experience the full breadth of life's offerings. The self is the central abiding container, the awareness of the infinite universe of possibilities. When this card appears, it is a call to step back and to witness consciousness, to observe yourself navigating the world. Ask yourself, am I the stew or am I the chef? In most situations, our ego draws us into the cauldron where we swirl, spin, and smolder in the chaos. Yet the self is a graceful culinary dancer, watching, waiting, observing as the spectrum of ingredients become the flavor of our life. Look in the mirror for 30 seconds or more. Attempt to see the you behind the you, excuse me. Attempt to see the you behind the you, all right? So basically what it's saying, it's asking you to look in the mirror, right? And not really look in the mirror in the 3D sense of your eye color, your eyelashes, your face, what you look like, but more of who it is that you are, like your entire being. Sometimes we get, and actually all the time, we get so trapped in the 3D world of things that we tend to walk around as zombies affected by the social constraints, of society. So it's this energy of having to walk a certain way, work a certain way, love a certain way. And of course, it's all influenced within our outer surroundings. So it's really asking yourself, Virgo, to go within. Okay. Obviously, Virgo, you're already grounded. You're an earth sign, right? You are the mind and rhythm of earth. So you're very analytical. So it's important for you to not be so analytical with yourself. Okay. Not be so crucial on yourself. It's understanding that there is something more important within you. And so in order to tap into that, you have to stop thinking about it so much, and you have to really go within and just feel, okay? Not what the 3D world feels for you, but what you actually feel. So again, it's just really asking you to, again, look behind the you, look behind your skin and go within, okay? So really focusing on the path to self here, which is absolutely beautiful because that's exactly what my channel is about. And I absolutely love this card, right? Now, clearly it has to do with the 10 of Cups, Virgo. So it's all about you really perfecting where you want to be at emotionally. So in order to fully understand the success that you can have, you have to fully feel the success within, okay? Emotionally here, all right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. So there's going to be 3 parts of this reading here on the general reading for Virgo here on YouTube, okay? And the extended will tap into, again, your person and another question, okay? But here in this reading, we're going to kick it off with the intro. We're going to be looking at 3 questions pertaining to you, Virgo. We're going to look at what is it that you need to know? What is it that you need to grow? What is it that you need to water? And we're also going to look at what is it that you need to let go of. Okay, then we'll step into love and we'll look at what is it that you want in love? What is it your person wants in love? We're going to also look at what did you learn from love? What did your person learn for love? And then we'll finish the last question in the extended with what is it that is holding you back from love and holding your person back from love. We'll also tap into how your person feels in the extended and the possible outcome and just dive deep into your person. In this reading, we're also going to tap into the manifestation, which is the 3rd part of this reading. And again, this is going to be focused on you, Virgo. What are the opportunities that you need to consider? How to recognize these opportunities, as well as how these opportunities are going to benefit you. We'll also take a look at the negative and positive habits within the daily, okay? So let's go ahead and kick this off with, of course, your intro to your just whole entire self, your entire being, okay? And yes, we do understand right here, Virgo, that the entire reading is going to have to do with yourself and your emotions within yourself, okay? So let's see, I am going to be using the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot for the intro here. And then actually, you know what, I take that back. Let's go with the Prism Tarot for the overall energy of your sign. Okay, Virgo. Now remember, you can have Virgo in your chart. You don't have to be a Sun Virgo or a Moon Virgo or a Rising in order for this to hit. You should find some form of messages. Just mainly focus on the titles of my video, Virgo. Yes, I'm focused on your energy. So of course, your energy is the overall energy of the reading. But the way I associate zodiac is not based off of your actual zodiac sign, because most of you guys probably only know your sun. I have provided a link down below. You guys check out your birth chart. It's really interesting. It's a long read, but plug in your information, you know, your date of birth, what time you were born, and what county you were born in. You can put an alias. You don't have to put your real name. Just tap into your, you know, your chart so that you can understand how these zodiac signs affect us, and of course, how they affect us when they're in certain locations of course, our, you know, our universe, right? Excuse me. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. I've done enough talking. I apologize, Virgo. Okay, so splitting the deck for the first time, we do have the 9 of Gems in reverse, and we also have the 6 of Wands in reverse. So obviously there's a lot of energy of feeling like you're losing when it comes to intimate connections or intimacy. Maybe you don't have a connection right now. Maybe you know, you're not very intimate with people, right? Or maybe you have a fear of intimacy, depending on how you look at the situation, right? Because there's negatives and positives on everything here in my channel. Even with the 9 of Gems, right? It's not having things, it's not having abundance. So there's a lot of questions as far as, and maybe you have abundance to what others would perceive as great abundance, but maybe to you it's not. So it's an energy of really going within and finding out why you feel like you're not happy, or why you feel like you don't have what it is that you need, right? And this is in a tangible realm. So this is in the 3D world, not necessarily going within and finding out what it is that you need with emotions, but it's how to actually bring these emotions to the real actual world, right? How to create the home, the stable connection that it is that you want emotionally. And again, so just feeling like you're always losing in that energy, okay? Or feeling like you've lost, right? Checkmate when it comes to love in the actual 3D world, okay? We also have, splitting the deck, there's that Leo energy coming through, right? Strength, being courageous over the things that have failed you, okay? Or the things that you have lost. So no matter what, Virgo, you obviously, with your grounding energy and with your strength, you just kind of really came through and stayed grounded. Even though things may have bothered you, you still stayed grounded. And again, you still stayed strong through this, okay? Splitting the deck for the final time, we do have, wow, creation, right? The Magician in reverse, as well as victory still in reverse, right? So losing. So again, I feel like there was just things that you really worked on, you tried to create, and they kept falling apart, or they kept failing you, or they just didn't really suffice you the way you wanted it to, okay? All right, so let's see what's going on here, Spirit. Let's tap into the first question, all right? Virgo, we're going to look at what is it that you need to know. Spirit, let's get 3 cards for what is it that my Virgos need to know. 2 more cards, Spirit. 1 more card. Okay, we have the 8 of Cups, we have the 8 of Clouds, wow, 2 8s on the table, and we have the Oracle of Raindrops. So clearly, all right, there's definitely a lot of emotions floating around right now, all right, Virgo. So I do feel like Spirit wants you to kind of embrace your emotions here. Obviously, we have the 10 of Cups, we have the Oracle of Cups, the Oracle of Raindrops, and we also have the 8 of Raindrops, the 8 of Cups, okay? As well as the 8 of Clouds, so the way you're thinking about these emotions, okay? So let me tell you what I'm feeling. I feel like, honestly, there's definitely an energy of feeling like you need to walk away from something, or at least evaluating things and thinking about walking away from something here emotionally. So maybe you're in a relationship here, Virgo, and maybe this relationship's not serving you. Maybe you're holding on to someone from your past, and it's not, you know, it's not serving you. And you've just been really evaluating it. Now, I will tell you, the way you're evaluating it here, Virgo, is not terrible. Okay, it's not a bad way at all. It's in the upright. It's a good way of thinking about it, because you're thinking about it with the energy of, again, taking action, right? Gaining power. Or taking back power with something, you know, that you've walked away from, or either that you're going to be walking away from. Or maybe even something that's walked away from you, right? So just depending on where you're at, different strokes for different folks. But I do feel like there's a little bit of an energy of blaming yourself, or taking, not blaming yourself. I apologize. Remember, trigger warning here on my channel, you guys, this is a healing channel. I don't tell you what you need to hear. I'm going to tell you what I see. So trigger warning, right? I don't sugarcoat shit. You guys know this. I say this in every reading. Okay. I do feel like there's a little bit of pity. Poor me. Okay. And again, this is because you're caught up in that 3D perception. It's again, seeing what others and how the world around you is affecting you. Okay. Instead of just going within and being confident within. Okay. So it's definitely a little bit of self-victimization here when it comes to when you're the way you're thinking about evaluating it. Okay. So it's not that you're evaluating it wrong. It's just there's a little bit of poor me in there because of the way you're looking at it, the way you're seeing it. Okay. The way you're thinking about it. So clearly, let's break this down and really find out what Spirit has to say, because there is some sensitivity, right? Some self-pity and sensitivity, which is saying there's something that's hurting your feelings. There's something that's bothering you, which means somewhere within, right? Something hurts, okay? So of course, it's going to have a lot to do with your outer influence in that 3D world. So let's see what's going on. Bottom of the deck, we do have, wow, the Oracle of Clouds in reverse, right? Perspective in the reverse. So again, I feel like this is because either there's somewhere around you, there's this outer influence. Okay. There's some form of outer influence that is causing you to have these issues. Okay. So it's not that they're at fault for it. Okay. It's that you're allowing this person to have control over your emotions, right? So it's knocking you off of your rocker, and there's an emotion of feeling sensitive, feeling emotional, because you're focused on something else. You're focused out, not in on self. Okay. All right. So let's start clarifying here. I'm going to be clarifying with Island Time Wellness. Let's see. Obviously, we're going to, tap into this energy as well with the Island Time Wellness. We're going to cleanse the deck twice. Okay. And then we'll, again, split the deck 3 times, focusing on the energy and see what's going on. All right. All right. Splitting the deck for the first time, we do have heartbroken and we have love. So clearly, it's understanding that heartbreak teaches you how to love yourself. Okay. Heartbreak teaches you how to create standards for yourself. Heartbreak leads to good things because endings always bring new beginnings. All right. We also have, wow, the palm tree in reverse, as well as unconditional love. So I do feel like, honestly, it's like everything that has been broken, right, emotionally. So any foundations that have been broken, any relationships that have been broken, any type of, and I'm talking about relationships, this can be intimate, but this can also be family, right? People closest to you breaking, stable foundations, breaking things apart, destroying things. So it's an energy of understanding that those things that are destroyed are teaching you how to love yourself, period. Okay. Unconditional love, period. Self-love, oneness. As the famous Bob Marley always says, right? That one love. It's very important. The self is the most important thing. Okay. You are the most important thing in your life. All right, Virgo. We also have the mask in reverse, as well as the stability. So I do feel like there's this energy within you, Virgo, that feels like your person or whoever this is that has really hurt you here. You feel like they are hiding things from you, or they're not telling you things. They're being secretive, but it's like you're positive that they're holding back and that they need to express it. Okay. You're absolutely adamant about the fact that this person feels something that they're not saying, or is holding back on something that they're not speaking and verbalizing or vocalizing. And again, it just creates this energy of feeling like that they're holding it back and not speaking it. Like it's a very confident energy. And it's creating some form of stability, whatever this is. Or if not, this is that energy of you actually creating stability by focusing on the things that have been revealed to you. We're going to have to tap into it. That's kind of a hard energy to pick up on, because obviously that's addressing someone that has masked emotions, but these things are no longer masked. So in other words, it's like the moon card in reverse, illusions have been finally seen, like, right. The things that were hidden or the things that were secret have now been, have now come to light, kind of energy. Okay. But whatever that is kind of creates this energy of, again, you creating a stable foundation. So at some point you open your eyes or something is revealed to you. And again, this is where you find that path to self. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify here what's going on with obviously sensitivity, walk away, and self-victimization, okay? Because this is, again, what Spirit wants you to know and you need to know, all right? Spirit-wise, the Oracle of Raindrops here. We have healthy heart, healing from heartbreak, freeing from toxic relationship or addiction. We also have not enough in reverse, and we have a conflicting energy of the chaser, okay? So healing heart, very interesting, right? Definitely freeing yourself from toxicity, okay? So whether you're in a relationship or not, doesn't matter. The point is that anything that is toxic around you, Virgo, you need to release. You need to get control over. And I don't mean control it, but just you need to get control over yourself when it comes to these things, okay? So it's all about really freeing yourself from, again, anything that doesn't serve you, anything that is toxic or feels like you are codependent on it, right? So if you are financially codependent on someone, you need to figure out how to take care of yourself. You need to figure out how to get on your own feet, okay? And to have your own, stable income. If this is obviously emotional, right? Again, 10 of Cups, a lot of emotions here. But you can be emotions about material things. So again, it just really depends on where you're at. But again, it's about you understanding that you're feeling very sensitive when it comes to this because of the toxic things in your past or the toxic things around you. So this is why you have to relieve it, because as long as you have this toxic stuff around you, you're going to be sensitive. You're going to be off kilter. You're going to be emotional. Okay, Virgo. So you need to free yourself from that. Obviously, it's conflicting you whether or not to be codependent on someone. So I feel like most of you guys are at this point where if you are in a karmic relationship, you're trying to figure out how to get out of it. If you're not in a karmic relationship, there's just toxic people around you that you depend on and you're trying to get out of it, okay? Because these people at some point made you feel like you weren't enough and created these emotions, created this sensitivity, feeling like you don't really know what to do, but it's new and it can be negative and positive, okay? So I feel like a roller coaster ride here with emotions with these people or whoever this person is, okay? And also too, like I said, it's an energy of no longer wanting to feel like that because these people have done some damage to your confidence. They've done some damage to your ego. So it's about removing yourself from that toxicity so that you could focus on yourself. And again, this self-love, okay? So what is it that is this walk away energy? What have you walked away from? Who's walked away from you? Conflicting energy is options, decisions, the runner. Okay, so obviously this is circling love, right? This person who's ran away from you. And this can also be family members too, who have pulled back from you or who have not been, stable. And so this really explains a lot of the instability within your life. If you do have any instability in your life, right? Also conflicting energy is the option. So I do feel like you don't really know if this person or these people who have done these things to you, who have ran from you and have you feeling like you have to depend on them. So again, this is someone who has run from you. And I feel like this is your partner, okay? The person that you cannot let go of. But that's not to say for all of you guys, this is going to be like this. Again, this could be an uncle, a father, a mother, a family member, a friend. Whoever this is that you depend on emotionally has ran and they have their own issues, right? They had a fear of intimacy in some way, shape, or form. Kind of that masculine energy in the negative. Being too logical and listening to ego, right? Instead of being smart and being strategic. So it's an energy of someone running from you, someone not being there for you, right? And so it creates this codependency on someone to fill that void. So when someone comes into your life and doesn't stay consistent, it's gonna make you hold on even tighter because it's a familiar feeling without realizing it and acknowledging it because it's a subconscious feeling, okay? So again, this is it all circles people treating you as an option, okay? Regardless if this is parents, friends, family members, intimate partners. The point is that there's issue with people when they take off because again, of that lack of consistency within your life and someone treating you like you're an option, all right? So let's go ahead and move on to the next card. Interesting, at the bottom of the deck, we do have healthy choices. It's about making healthier choices in love and life when it comes to you and that self-love. Again, back to self. Very important, Virgo, okay? Spirit, what else do we have here for the Eight of Clouds? What's going on with this self-victimization? First up, we have unconditional love. Again, because it's like you have to. I feel like what Spirit's saying is that you honestly need to evaluate things here, Virgo, right? And you need to kind of do that self-victimization for a minute because I feel like for a long time you haven't here. I feel like you've been really grounded in kind of the people around you, just kind of, again, I feel like whether you depend on them or not, emotionally is where we're depending on people, not financially, okay? But for some of you guys, you might just have a love for the money and a love for abundance and prosperity within your life. And that's what, is within you. And that's everybody's different. So that's okay. And so you can apply it to that too. I'm just saying whatever this is, right, that has you feeling like it's not stable. So anytime you start to feel unstable, you feel like you have to get as low to the ground as you can and hold on as tight as you can, right? It's this energy of really holding on to an energy, not necessarily a person, right? It's holding on to the absence and the void of things, the uncertainty of things. So it creates a negative mindset. And so I feel like Spirit's saying, look, you kind of need to do that self-victimization, right? You need to go within, you need to feel sorry for yourself so that you can understand what it is that you want. Just don't get trapped there, right? Find the love that you need, right? Don't pity yourself. Definitely make sure that you fill yourself with love that you've been lacking in all of those voids, okay? Spirit, anything else when it comes to this Eight of Clouds? We have the Snake in reverse. So again, I feel like you freed yourself from someone that was toxic and clingy to you, okay? Someone who was literally always breathing down your back. So it's definitely an energy of whoever this person is was very toxic within your life. Again, this is a person who had toxicity and was unbalanced themselves. So don't put blame on them because, again, they have their own issues just as much as you do. But understand that this person came into your life so that you could acknowledge this and focus on yourself here, okay? So this is, again, a toxic person who kind of pulled back energy, probably ran a few times, again, and just it created this a little bit of why is this happening to me? Why does everybody treat me like this? You know, why is this happening to me kind of energy? I try to just kind of stay peaceful. I try to think about things clear. I try to find peace within everything. Why is this happening to me, right? And so it's a little bit of self-pity, but not in a bad way. It's a good self-pity because you need to address yourself. You need to say, wait, why am I feeling like this? I should know that I do deserve something better like this. I shouldn't allow these kind of people with their own negative toxicity to rock me off my grounded balance, right? Because you're a grounded person, Virgo, okay? You're a very grounded person. This person has knocked you off your balancing, okay? This person has lifted you off the ground when the ground is very safe for you. Does that make sense? So again, this is really about focusing on you and what it is that you need to do to perfect your success, your emotional success within on your own path to self, okay? So let's move into, obviously, I'm sorry, I totally fucked that up, Virgo. This is your person. This is your person here, Virgo. This is your person. This is you. No, we're right. I apologize. I'm sorry, Virgo. I'm all over the place. You guys have to understand, I shoot 12 videos here on YouTube, and then I shoot 12 videos over on Patreon. Plus, I do personal readings. I am exhausted, you guys. I have to figure out something to do because you guys, your videos have been like 2 hours, an hour and a half, 2 hours long, plus the extended another hour. But I enjoy doing I really do enjoy doing this. So it's my life. I enjoy it. So I apologize, but yes, this is still you. So we're still on the same track. Again, just feeling like these people, you know, for a minute, I thought this was your person. So I do feel like this is your person that's doing this. I think that's what that was coming through. Okay. I feel like your person is the one that has done this to you. There's someone that you are like really focused on that has broken your heart here and who has abandoned you. And you know exactly who I'm talking about. Okay. This person has hurt you. This person was very, very controlling, but also abandoned you. Okay. So, and maybe not controlling where like you physically knew it, but their negative, right? Their issues was controlling situations depending on how that turned out. Okay. Does that make sense? So yeah, let's move on to the next question. The next question we're gonna be looking at is, what is it that you need to water? What is it that you need to grow? Okay. What do you need to water? What do you need to grow when it comes to these emotions? All right. All right, we're going back to the Prison Tarot. Again, I'm just going to shuffle a few times here. I'm not setting intentions. We've already set intentions. Again, we were just, you know, focusing on what is it that you need to know, what is it you need to grow, and what is it you need to let go of. So again, we're not going to tap into it and break it down 3 times, but we are going to focus on right now, what is it that you need to grow? What is it that you need to water? Okay, Virgo. Spirit, what is it that my Virgos need to grow with? What do they need to water? What do they need to grow? Spirit, show me what to see and show my Virgos what they need to see, please. 3 cards for Virgo. What do they need to water, Spirit? Sorry, that card didn't come out. There's the 6 of Wands though, right? So yeah, definitely you need to water the way you think about how, you know, like, I feel like you really feel like you lost, that you're focused on the negative end. You feel like you just lost. You feel like you just lost. So Spirit's saying you need to water that. You need to really think about how you've won. What did you win? Think about the positives, right? Think about the priorities. There you go. Number 2, 2 of Gems, balance yourself. Think about what is important to you Okay. Where is it that you did right in life, not just wrong? Okay. I feel like you're really kind of trapped right now on the negative things failing. And so it's really important for you to focus on what's important. And that's you. That's the balance within you. So in order to have that balance within you, you have to change your way of thinking. You have to start thinking about how you can be victorious, how you can win, how you can have this this passionate, intimate connection that you want. Now obviously don't think about it to the point where you're analyzing how to win this, right? Just understand that you can, right? Release some of that analytical energy, Virgo, as much as you can. Try to balance that out, right? Because again, being so analytical and being so critical can create some damage, of course, and have you doubting, right? But the energy is here, Virgo, no matter what, you can be victorious, and Spirit saying you need to water this because you can. You can just create your priorities. Stop trying to fix everything and just focus on a few things, or even one thing at a time, right? Maybe two options, focus on these, balance it out, make your decisions and move forward, right? Get it out of your head. I feel like you have too many things in your head right now, Virgo. Spirit, let's get one more card for Virgo, please, when it comes to what else they need to water or grow. We also have the Novus of Gems, skill development. Yeah, again, I feel like, I feel like honestly, you're supposed to be here, Virgo, right? Inspiration, of course, the power to create. I feel like you're supposed to be here. You're supposed to be going through this because this is going to really create more power within you that I think you don't even realize. I really feel like you're just growing right now. This is exactly what this energy is. It's an energy of you understanding that, look, you have the power to be able to create whatever it is that you want intimately, okay? So get a person out of your head for a minute, okay, Virgo? Just understand you as a person. You can literally manifest the intimate connection you want. You can have success when it comes to emotions. And if you had 10 cups, what you want these 10 cups filled with, you can achieve it. You can be victorious. You just have to balance and make priorities, right? You have to develop here a little bit. You have to just kind of grow. And that's how it happens. You grow through experience. Okay. So there's nothing wrong with the things that have failed you. There's nothing wrong with the things that have failed. Those things, those people that have failed you, everything that has failed on you is actually creating the skills that you need to be able to be victorious, right? To be able to be balanced and to make wise decisions and to not feel like the world is a fucking roller coaster. All right. So it's all about you understanding this power that you maintain, this power that you have within you to actually create what it is that you want. Okay. The thing is that it's like, maybe you're just being analytical and you're not actually planning anything. Maybe you're just thinking about it over and over and over and over again instead of actually making a decision and planning. Okay. Or maybe you're planning too much and so things aren't hitting the mark where it needs to be, right? Do you get what I'm saying? You're either one way or the other. You need to balance it out. You need to understand you can be victorious. Yes, be analytical, but also be emotional with yourself, right? Be loving with yourself and balance it out, okay? So let's clarify and see what's going on here. And then obviously we'll look at what is it that you need to let go of, and then we'll step into love, okay? So again, let's just give it a few decks, a few shuffles here. All right, what do we got, Spirit? Start clarifying here. Obviously, I want to know what it is that you need to water when it comes to the things that you're being victorious about or the things you need to be victorious about, okay? We have the Phoenix in reverse, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind, the Runner. I'm getting energy that your person hasn't changed their mind. They still think the same way, okay? Maybe they haven't grown here. Let's get one more card. All right, we have seduction, yeah. I feel like you can be victorious when it comes to what it is that you want on an intimate connection, but I feel like you're really like focused on this one person that has kept running from you, or this person that has a fear of connecting with you. I do feel like there's also an energy of just things not being rekindled with this person, or you feeling like you're not going to have this person. Again, it's this, I don't deserve this person. This person doesn't love me. This person's not going to come back to me. This person loves this third party. This person loves being single. This person loves, just hooking up and having fun. And that's not me, right? I'm not pretty. I'm not handsome. Whatever this is, it's like Spirit needs you to understand that you need to work on this. Okay. You need to focus on this because again, it's your way of thinking. And regardless if this person comes back or not, this person ran. This person is a person who had a fear of intimacy and a person who was listening to their ego. And maybe this is you. Maybe you're allowing outer influence to really affect your creation, your victory. This person, again, running from you creates this absence. So this absence and thus is returned with you and not feeling the victory within you and the things that you can achieve. You're focused on the loss of what this person did. So it's an energy of, again, listening to this person who was logical or being analytical and critical over yourself because of this person who had a fear of intimacy, okay? And so again, this is outer influence. This is that 3D world, going back to, again, the outer world versus you, the inner you, okay? Spirit, why is the Two of Gems here? Why is the Two of Gems here? We have ascension and self-indulgence in reverse. So very interesting. I feel like Spirit's telling you need to water your priorities because you're ascending and you're growing, okay? You're ascending and you're growing, you're learning, you're expanding, okay? But this is actually preparing you for the union you want, the union that you need to focus on being victorious about, the union that you want to be perfect, right? Not necessarily the person, but the union, the context, not the title, not, but the actual description, the actual information itself, not the being or the body in the 3D world. Does that make sense? But, the stability, the tradition, the value, the emotion, the morals, all of that stuff, okay? Everything emotional that you can think of. How do you want to feel? How do you want, you get what I'm saying? What is it that you want long-term in game on an internal, on an eternal kind of aspect, not necessarily just this simple-minded 3D construct, okay? If that's confusing, definitely you guys book a personal reading with me and we'll tap into the path of self and I'll get you where you need to get to see fully what I'm saying if anything confuses you, okay? But again, I feel like, it's important for you to create these priorities, Spirit saying, because you're not taking the time to focus on you, okay? Straight up with the self-indulgence in reverse. You're not doing the shadow work. You're not taking the time to fully heal. It's like, it's not that, maybe you're not taking the time to heal. Maybe you're just go, Virgo. Maybe you're just so analytical that you can't calm down. You can't sit down. You can't just stop for a minute, right? Maybe you're constantly making decisions with negative and positive aspects of your life. And so you haven't, again, you're doing it in the outer realms. You haven't focused on you, right? You haven't focused on you. And what's happening is ascension is taking place. Expansion is still taking place. Okay. You're still growing and you're still learning, right? You're going through the development, skill development. But at the same time, if you're not focusing on yourself, when things come into union, you're going to be unbalanced. Therefore, you're going to have an unbalanced connection. So it's important for you to focus on yourself. That way, again, when you come into a connection, you're not going to allow connections that aren't good for you. You're not going to allow connections that can knock you off your rocker. Excuse me. By the way, this is the deck that I'm holding in this hand that I go through. Okay. So this will end up being the bottom of the deck here. So this is basically where the deck is split and we have the karmic relationship in reverse. So I do feel like if you are in a karmic relationship, I feel like you're freeing yourself from toxicity, period. Okay, period. Put it where you need to. Spirit, what is this skill development here? Not enough. Yeah, again, this goes back to yourself, Virgo. Okay, your self-love, the lack of confidence. And I feel like also too, there's some fear and ego issues even within you and jealousy. Okay, meaning you're focused on someone else, focused on what someone else has. Maybe someone else has your person, right, that you're focused on. So you're conflicted on if this person actually has these feelings with you or not, whether or not you're going to have intimate connection like that. I feel like you're focused on other people may have as well here. And so there's definitely an energy of needing to release yourself from that. Okay, Spirit saying release yourself from that. Understand that you're going through what you're going through because you need to focus on yourself. And as long as you haven't focused on yourself, things are still going to change around you, right? Because that's how things happen, right? Things are still going to grow. Cycles are still going to complete. New cycles will come into play. It's up to you whether you stay not moving when these cycles are moving around you or whether you actually move where you need to through these cycles. Does that make sense? I feel like right now there's an energy of you just kind of staying still and everything happening around you. And the outer world has control over you instead of you focused on you and you dominating that outer world. And so it's keeping you off balance because you're an earth sign. You're supposed to be grounded to the earth and dominate it, not let it dominate you, okay? So again, you're allowing outer influence and the conflictions of others to make you feel like you're not good enough. So again, this is where you need to free that toxic that toxic karmic cycle type bullshit and really focus on you here, okay? Straight up. So let's go ahead and tap into obviously what you need to let go of, okay? and then we'll move into love. Again, these videos have been lasting about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So we are 40 minutes in, so we still got a little bit over 40 minutes. We're almost halfway. Okay, one more question and we'll be halfway through. All right, so let's focus on obviously the last question within this intro, and that's going to be obviously what do you need to let go of, okay? What do you need to release, all right, to be able to remove the blockages and the restraints within your life so that you can focus on yourself and actually succeed when it comes to the things that you want emotionally, okay? All right, Spirit, what do we have for my Virgos? Show me what I need to see and show my Virgos what they need to see when it comes to what it is that they need to release, what it is that they need to let go of, please. All right, what do we got, Spirit? Show me what they need to release, what they need to let go of. 3 cards, what they need to let go of. Okay, we got 1 card that flipped over, and that is the Novice of Clouds in reverse, not being curious. Spirit, what else do we have? 10 of Clouds. This is the way you're thinking here, how things have ended. And wow, another air, being indecisive, being conflicted. Bottom of the deck, Ascension. Bam, Virgo. Bam, okay? So it's really about you ascending on the path to self here, straight up, okay? Number 21, 2 and 1, 3. It's all about you proceeding. Spirit's telling you go forward, okay? Go forward. Go experience life. Go explore. Go grow. Because right now what you're doing is you're being very indecisive because you're thinking too much, Virgo, okay? You're being too much in your head, straight up, okay? Too much in your head. You are a Virgo. You're analytical when it comes to the earthly plane. You're not analytical when it comes to your mind. So you're in your mind space, okay? You're supposed to be critical and analytical of the world, of the earthly, the ground, the plants, things that are going on within the nature, with manifestation, with the actual structure of your home, with the actual, again, the stability within the 3D world of you just being stable for other people, being stable for yourself. Again, you're in your head. You're in your head way too much here, okay? You could have air in your chart. And so this could really, obviously create some of this being too analytical within your thought process. But I feel like you're supposed to be balanced within your thoughts, all right, Virgo? And what's happening is you're thinking about things too much. So you're not being able to really focus on what's happening around you. And so you're very indecisive and very confused, okay? Clearly, let's clarify. It's a lot of energy. So there's something that you're not being curious about, okay? Well, yeah, there's something that you're not being curious about. It's like you're being curious over something in particular, okay? But you're not being focused on the opposite end of that. You're only focusing on that one thing, right? So in other words, if it's this person and this person and this ending and this person walking away from you, it's like you're only focused on the ending. You're not focused on what it is that you could have gotten, right? Again, you're looking at the failures, not the accomplishments. And obviously you think about this ending to the point where it's got you feeling trapped in your head. It's got you questioning it like heck, okay? But no matter what, you need to understand it's about you expanding and growing. That's it, okay? So you are supposed to be where you're at. This is why I don't really predict the future and I go based off of current energy, is because this is a form of therapy, okay? This is a form of really understanding how to heal and how to focus on yourself so that people around you can't alter your path. That way, everything works out in perfected ways, okay? So that you have abundance and success here on this earthly plane, okay? And not only that, but in the higher realms as well, all right? So anyways, again, lack of curiosity. What's going on, Spirit? What is this lack of curiosity? Truth, revelation, conflicting energy, someone liking you. Again, yeah, I feel like it's like you feel like this person is conflicted, right? You feel like this person would never want to take interest in you. You feel like this person, it's like you don't know this person. You don't know what they think. It's not that you don't know them. You don't know what they think. You don't know how they feel. So you think about this a lot. You think about how, why aren't they coming towards you? Why aren't they interested in you? And so it conflicts you, and this is actually stopping you. And in your mind, okay, you've been so analytical over this, Virgo. In your mind, you think this person will not come to you. You think this person does not want you, but yet you still have the same emotions and you still feel the same way. So you still seek the answers because you don't really know, but you think you know that this person wants nothing to do with you, right? This is just the way you're thinking. Don't shoot the messenger. So I feel like what's happening is you're not focusing on the other things, right? You're not thinking about the positivity. You're not thinking that you could be victorious on what it is that you want. But again, it's that you're focused on the actual tangible body. So again, it's like, you know, you see this person, you want this person to be your person, but you don't think about what that person can actually do for you. You don't think about what that person gave to you or didn't give to you, right? Or if you do it to beat yourself up instead of what it is that you can learn and use to protect you. But it's this energy of you thinking that you're being very clear and thinking that you're being so analytical that you're right over this person not taking interest in you. And Spirit saying you need to release that, okay? You need to release it. Spirit, why is the 10 of clouds here? One more card, two more. All right. Conflicting energy, the boat, whether or not this person's traveling towards you, whether or not this person, you know, has moved on completely from you, whether or not this person's actually holding things back from you, whether they're in a third party or not, whether they love this karmic relationship or whatever cycle they're in. And we also have whether or not they're going to free themselves from their karmic or if they freed themselves with you. I feel like this person's in another relationship, honestly, Virgo. And I feel like, or if not, at least they're being single and like, you know, experiencing. And I feel like whatever you're seeing, again, because you're really focused on whatever's going on in this outer realm, you're questioning whether or not you're going to have a connection with this person, whether you're going to actually ever have clarity over this ending, whether this ending will ever be fixed, because I feel like this ending did not end according to the way you wanted it to, right? Or at least what you expected it to be, or what you expected it by emotionally feeling. So again, you're still questioning whether or not this person's going to travel towards you, whether you're going to actually ever see this person again, whether this person is married, whether they are, if they are in a relationship or not, you know, what they're doing in that third party situation, what they're doing with their outer realms, you know, the things they didn't tell you that, you know, you feel that you're absolutely sure, but yet you're conflicted that they're coming back. Do you get what I'm saying? There's a lot of conflictions here. There's a lot of conflictions whether or not they're going to free themselves from that relationship they're in, if they're in a relationship or whatever they're doing, right? You feel like it's conflicting you. I feel like you're really focused on this ending that was caused by this person, and you're also very conflicted on what it is that they're doing. All right, Spirit's saying you need to let go of it. Let it go. Spirit, what is the 2 of clouds? What is this, the decision? What is confusing? The heart with key. Let's get one more card, Spirit, for the other decision. What's the other decision? Unconditional love. So yeah, again, this is the problem. Okay, let me show you, Virgo, bottom of the deck. Again, here we are. You're supposed to be focusing on this person and the memories of this person for a reason. God's telling you, right? Universe is telling you, Spirit's telling you, hey, listen, you're thinking of this person for a reason, because I need you to focus and think about the past so that you can learn from it and so that you can make new memories based off of what it is that you've learned from those old memories. Okay, that's this energy. This is really thinking about those memories, focusing on it. What was it you liked, you didn't like? What was it that you were supposed to learn on the negative and positive aspect? And of course, use that to move forward and make new memories, okay? This is about transitioning into the future, into the next cycle, into the new process, okay? Progressing, growing, and moving on. Not necessarily moving on from emotions with a person, but moving on from the toxicity of the past, okay? The resentments of the past. The learning lessons that you were supposed to learn, let go, and move forward from, okay? We also have heart with key and a conflicting energy. So clearly you're indecisive because you don't know if this person feels the same way for you. You're confused because you don't know how this person feels. Listen to that, Virgo. You're confused because you don't know what this person feels. Well, that's why, because you don't know what they feel, right? Because you're not them. That's not your perspective. That's not your view. Your view is yours. So you shouldn't be conflicted on whether or not someone cares for you or not. Does that make sense? There's an energy of you needing to make a decision between the conflictions of others, okay? Whether this is your person, a mother, a family member, whatever this is, whoever this is, you can apply this to anybody in your life, Virgo. You can still always feel someone, feels a way for someone, okay? But you can not make this person feel that same way for you. It doesn't matter who it is or how much you love them, okay? The point is that what you need to do is you need to make a decision between the ones that conflict you emotionally and loving yourself. That's exactly what this is, Virgo, okay? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and move on to love, because remember, this is all about you ascending, right, to the path of self here, all right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to love. All right, let's tap into your person here. This person that has left you, this person who has abandoned you. Okay, whether this is, again, a family member, a lover, an intimate connection or not, doesn't matter because you can apply this to anybody in your life, Virgo, because these readings are based for your zodiac sign, your energy, okay? All right, so I'm going to be using, again, the eight coins, Tattoo Tarot for this part. And then I will be clarifying with the Hermetic deck, okay? So let's go ahead and tap into this deck here. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. The energy in these readings, something else, okay? All right, let's see what's going on here, Spirit. Let's go ahead and cleanse the deck twice. We're going to be tapping into Virgo and their person of interest. We're going to be focusing on 2 questions, all right, Spirit? We're going to be looking at, obviously, what do they want in love, as well as what is it they're learning from love. Show me what they need to see and show my Virgos what they need to see, please, all right? All right, let's tap into this energy. We're going to break the deck 3 times, splitting the deck, all right? First split, we do have the King of Swords taking action towards a new way of thinking, taking action towards actually a mature way of thinking, because in past tense or because of things that were kind of risky, that didn't end up good, okay? Something adventurous that led astray, all right? So clearly y'all are learning from past mistakes, right? Possibly your person afraid of intimately connecting and going to another intimate connection because they were afraid to really commit. Again, could have just led to a reckoning, right? An awakening, taking a leap of faith. Again, they took a leap of faith towards things and they were really adventurous and these things didn't work out, okay? Because they were lusty, they were 3D, okay? And again, remember, energy can be fluid. You can definitely reverse the roles, switch the flip, you know, take what you need to, don't make things fit. But there is good karma coming from these things that, again, have you feeling like it wasn't right, it wasn't fair, right? It was lusty, it wasn't true. So again, if you're focused on this karmic relationship and what your person is doing or whatever the situation is here, it's important to understand that, again, you can't bring on their learning lessons. You can only focus on yours, okay? Doesn't matter what they took a leap of faith towards or not. The point is that you've got to take a leap of faith towards yourself, okay? That's what's important. You need to focus inward and stop focusing out. All right, Spirit, let's focus on the first question with, let's start with Virgo, please. What is it that they want in love? 1 card. What does my Virgos want in love? 1 card, please, Spirit. 1 card, Spirit. What do they want in love, my Virgos? Okay, we've got 2 cards for you. And this one actually came out first. You've gotten, wow, the 9 of Wands as well as the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So clearly, definitely there was an ending. And I feel like, honestly, this ending is creating a whole lot of strength when it comes to you. So, or at least you're craving this strength. So what this is saying is that you're looking for this in love, right? It's saying that because you're wanting strength within you, you're wanting someone to have strength when it comes to you. Does that make sense? It's like you feel like because this person hasn't taken action, when it comes to love, you want someone that's going to take action and fight for you. You want someone that's willing to go to battle and willing to still be fighting at the end of the road, right? Even though they're all beat up and all torn up. I don't know if you can see the picture, but this guy's been through hell, man. He's been through the battle, right? But he's still there. He's still standing, the wounded warrior, right? It's definitely an energy of that's what you want in love. You want someone that's just going to fight for you and not give up. And again, this goes back to people giving up on you, right, Virgo? Again, 6 of Pentacles in reverse, people not equally given and taking. So you just want someone in this connection that's going to equally give to you as you've given to them. But it's important to understand that even though you're fighting for this, it's still in the reverse. This is saying that you're not equal when it comes to the give and take within your life, within you, okay, within self. So let's go ahead and tap into your person. What is it that your person wants in love? Conflicting energy, sleepless nights, and anxiety, right? The 9 of Swords. We do have 2 9 on the tables, right? You guys are mirroring each other here when it comes to, again, where you guys are at on the completion of a cycle. Now, clearly, you know, you're wanting a completion with this cycle. You know, you're wanting strength and a positive win. And your person's conflicted when it comes to their cycle, when it comes to love. They don't know, okay? So you know, because of the pain that's been caused and the absence of things in life and the unequal give and take in life, that you do want these things in love. But your person is actually going through the conflictions right now. They're very conflicted when it comes to endings of things. So I think they're really just kind of in their mind real much, like like hardcore in their mind. Okay. Like can't sleep at night thinking about shit over and over again. Really feeling entrapped within like a box. Okay. Within a cage here. So they're conflicted when it comes to love. So let's clarify. At the bottom of the deck, we do have, there it is, right? The Six of Swords, traveling, moving on. So there's an energy grounding both of you guys when it comes to love. Both of you guys want to move forward and you want a new journey when it comes to love. Okay, you're leaving everything behind because you're just done with this toxicity. Okay, you're done with the darkness, the grayness, and you're traveling towards, it's the moon though, important, right? They're traveling towards the moon. So it's an energy of traveling towards emotions, traveling towards new emotions, but still things being hidden and secretive. Okay. So again, it's like there's an energy of both of you guys wanting to travel towards new love, but both of you guys are kind of hiding back on this and keeping these things behind. Okay. Or keeping these things a secret. So let's see what's going on here. We're going to be clarifying, tapping into this energy of obviously the Hermetic deck. This is the deck that the Ten of Cups came out of. Okay. Spirit, what's going on here with not only my Virgo, but their personal interest when it comes to love? What is it that they want both in love? Let's clarify here. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, Spirit, why is the Nine of Wands here? Why is the Nine of Wands here? The Seven of Wands in reverse. It just comes down to, again, because you've allowed the actions of other, not that you've allowed the actions of others, but you've allowed what other people have, to learn on their own, like their own negative toxicity. You've allowed that to kind of affect, the way you think love is going to be in the future. So it's like, you feel like just because this person abandoned you, now everyone's going to do the same thing. Like there's no way anybody else can actually be capable of fighting for this. This is why you want it, right? So it's an energy of, again, allowing what this person did, their issues, right? When it came to intimacy, a lack of intimacy. It created problems and fears within you that you kind of got stuck in at some point, because now you're kind of looking at love as it's got to be a battle. It's got to be a fight, right? And it's got to be someone that can fight through this bullshit, right? Which in reality, it is like that, right? It definitely is. You're not wrong for thinking that, Virgo, but it is what it is. This is why you went through your experiences, okay? We have conflicting energy, Four of Swords. Yeah, again, though, this goes back to the way you're thinking about it, okay? So it's not that you're wrong. It's just that you're thinking about it in such an analytical way that it is weighing you down instead of actually just making a decision, realizing it and putting it in the past, learning from it and moving forward. Do you get what I'm saying? So instead of actually taking action towards the confusion, you're allowing the problems and the fears to affect what your future is going to be. I hope that makes sense, Virgo, okay, when it comes to love and what you want love to be. What's going on with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit? Let's get 2 cards for the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Thank you. Conflicting energy. We have the Three of Pentacles. Again, really feeling like, this person working hard with other people and not you, or whoever these people are in your life that have kind of ghosted you and abandoned you here. Obviously, they didn't give as much as you gave. It's clear. But also, too, it's an energy of just feeling like you're conflicted because they work with other people and you're not understanding. How come you don't have this? How come you don't have the relationship? How come this person's not working with you? How come they're not equally giving with you? It's important to understand because, again, you're not focused on yourself. You're focused on them. And so they're focused on someone who's focused on themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's an energy of you really needing to focus on yourself so that you can see things clearly when it comes to this person, because you're focused on them instead of focused on you. Does that make sense? So you're focused on the things that you don't have because obviously they're not with you. So again, you're not focusing on creating things for yourself and fulfilling these needs, right? You're not working hard for you when it comes to what it is that you're focused on. Okay. So when it comes to love, what do you think's happening? When it comes to love, you just want someone who's going to equally work with you. You want someone who's going to equally give to you. You want someone who is not going to be conflicted when it comes to possibly cheating or going elsewhere or flirting with someone else or working hard at work and not working hard at home. Different strokes for different folks, but you also want someone who is not going to destroy things. Okay, so you just want something long-term and stable. Very interesting, Virgo. Okay, when it comes to love, you want stability. You want consistency. You want dedication. You want faithfulness. You want strength. You want someone who's going to fight for you. Very beautiful energy. It really is. Okay. Within the negatives and positives of the energy, it's very beautiful. Spirit, why is the Nine of Swords here for Virgo's person of interest? Conflicting energy, and we have another conflicting energy, the Five of Cups. So yeah, your person's obviously really conflicted, Virgo. Just as much as you're conflicted, you're not really conflicted on what you want with love. You're just conflicted by love, and this is what gives you, again, you lose to see what it is that you want. Okay, that's exactly what this is. These problems and fears lead you. It's like you lose this to face those problems and fears to realize what it is that you want. Your person's still conflicted, okay? They're conflicted on intimacy, okay? Because again, you know, that they've had some things obviously that have not been good. So they're really conflicted on the power of creation. They're very conflicted on the power of intimate connection. So I do feel like they're still conflicted and there's a fear of intimacy. But this is also going back to the Five of Cups, the things that they've walked away from, the things they have to walk away from. Okay. So there's definitely a fear of intimacy from the things that they've walked away from, or the things that they will be walking away from. Spirit, what else? Yeah, we have the Eight of Swords. This stops them from communicating. This stops them from taking action towards thinking about things right. This has them dwelling in the past. This has them, again, just really like going over everything, facing their fears, but not actually doing anything or taking action when it comes to those fears. So they're really stuck in their fears right now, straight up, okay? And not only are they stuck in their fears, but again, they're just dwelling in the past. They're not reaching for opportunities in any way, shape, or form right now. Okay, so it's really important you understand that, Virgo. So let's go ahead and step into the next question. Okay, what is it that, so your person doesn't, honestly, before we get into the next question, Virgo, your person doesn't know what they want. They're still conflicted. Okay, they're still trying to figure out just simple things within their life when it comes to love. Like, I feel like they're too conflicted to even acknowledge things because they're conflicted on the things that they've walked away from, the things they have to walk away from. So it's not that they're not conflicted, you know, when it comes to you. I'm not saying that, but when it comes to love, they don't know what they want because they're so conflicted. Does that make sense? So there's not really an answer to give you there. I apologize, okay? All right, so the next question we're going to look at is what is it that you guys are learning from love? All right, and then like I said, we'll look at what's holding you guys back in the extended. All right, let's give this deck a few shuffles here. Again, we're going to be focusing on what is it that you guys need to learn from love here, okay, Virgo? And your person. What is it that they need to learn from love? Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to my Virgos, please. And what is it they need to learn from love? Also, show me what it is that Virgo's person of interest needs to learn from love, okay? Spirit, let's see what they need to learn from love here. All right, Spirit, one card. What is it that my Virgo needs to learn from love? What is it that my Virgo's learning from love? Show me what I need to see, and show my Virgos what they need to see, please. One card. What is it that my Virgo needs to learn from love, or what is it they're learning from love? Conflicting energy, the illusions within emotions, within love. Very interesting. Spirit, what is it that my Virgo's person of interest needs to learn from love? What is it they're learning from love? The things they didn't take action towards to manifest. The inconsistency. Excuse me. The inconsistency, the instability. I cannot speak. I have something in my throat. I apologize, you guys. Hold on. Oh my goodness. You know, like when you get that tickle in your throat, I apologize, Virgo. But yeah, so they're really having, to learn from the things that they didn't take action towards, okay? The things that they didn't manifest properly, or the things that they manifested that broke, that they destroyed, okay? Bottom of the deck, we do have the Hangman energy. There's an energy of both of you guys learning through these things, like through these learning lessons, through the resentment, through the pain, through the sorrow, through all of it. Both of you guys are really trusting in God, though. Okay, both of you guys are both trusting in universe, whatever it is that you believe in, right? You guys are just trusting that no matter what, everything's going to work out, okay? So let's see what's going on. Let's dive deeper here, obviously, and then we will step into the final part. We should be done in about 15, 20 minutes, you guys, okay? This is actually a shorter reading than I expected, Virgo, unless these get confusing, right? Unless these get difficult to clarify, but we're going to be stepping into the manifestation next, okay? So I just want to focus on, obviously, you know, you need to release the illusions within love. So how are you going to release these illusions? how to actually solve that will actually, when we get into manifest, that'll actually help you really good, okay? But obviously, there's things that confuse you. There's things you're not seeing properly. There's illusions within the way you're seeing these emotions, because again, you're focused outward. You're focused on someone else giving you emotions to fulfill you instead of you understanding that you need it on your own. Like you need to give it to yourself, right? So those are the illusions within emotions. So let's see what's going on obviously there, and let's see what's going on the things that your person hasn't manifested, right? And what is it that, you know, your person's learning from the things they haven't manifested here, okay? All right, Spirit, what do we have here when it comes to the moon? Show me an see, please, and show my Virgos what they need to see. Three of Swords, right? Because you're focused on the pain and sorrow of the endings. But there's still opportunities in front of you, Virgo. It's important to understand, okay? It's holding, you know, you're learning from it, right? I feel like honestly, the only thing really holding you back is yourself here. So it's an energy of understanding that you need to learn that, yes, there's illusions within love. I feel like, again, this pain and this sorrow is just it's just a learning lesson. That's it, Virgo, like straight up, right? It's just conflicting you because you're not understanding that love is within you. It's not within someone else, right? Again, yeah, it conflicts you. You're being unstable for yourself. You're not being faithful to yourself. You're unfulfilled. You're not filling yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody else can fill you. They can only match you. They can only intensify your energy. They can't give you the energy. Does that make sense, Virgo? Spirit, what's going on with your person? What is it that Virgo's person needs to learn here? Let's get 2 cards for Virgo's person too, please. There it is, 7 of Cups, illusions within love. I feel like, yeah, you're the same way, right? I feel like both of you guys aren't seeing things properly emotionally, obviously in 2 different ways. For you, it's because of your experiences, right? You're really learning. Your person is learning more from the things that they've chosen because of that 3D touch, the lusty, logical shit, egotistical shit, okay? That masculine energy on the negative aspect. And that doesn't mean a male. That just means the male energy, right? Male is logical, egotistical on the negative end. On the positive end is a protector. On the negative end can abandon, right? It's just as much as feminine energy on the positive end can be unconditional love, emotions, right? But on the negative end can be illusions, right? Cattiness and fakeness, secrecy, right? So it's just understanding both of those energies. But obviously your person was at a point, there's that goodwill. Good. Okay, so good luck's taking place. The cycles have changed for your person. Your person is learning and good things are coming to your person here, Virgo. Okay, whoever your person is, the things they didn't manifest, there were illusions, and that's why they didn't manifest. They weren't seeing properly, but at some point something changes because they have the Wheel of Fortune. They have good luck coming. Let's get one more card. Let's get one more card. Clarify the wheel. What's going on here? Temperance and reconciliation in reverse. So I feel like good karma is coming when it comes to this unbalancing. I do feel like obviously, you know, you guys are both learning, but more importantly, your person is learning here their illusions. They're understanding good and bad karma. So they're kind of going through, you know, they went through karma. So now they're understanding what happens with their actions. And so they're starting to understand this unbalancing. So they're really learning what it feels like to be unbalanced, what it feels like to be in separation, what it feels like to cause separation, what it feels like to be treated and abandoned, right? Your person's going through cycles or went through cycles. So now good karma is kind of understood with your person here. So your person's learning the cycles of life here and what happens when you create unbalancing and injustices. And again, you know, just separations and deceit and heartache and stuff. But again, I feel like because your person didn't intentionally do it, it's just that there were illusions within the way they were thinking, right? There wasn't intent to hurt you. It was just that it happened because they were influenced as well. It's an energy of good karma coming to them as well. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we do have the 8 of Pentacles. So both of you guys really evaluating things is going to be the main thing of this learning lesson, right? Both of you guys learning how to evaluate in a positive way, not in a negative way. Okay. That way you guys can actually manifest in the 3D world in the way that you guys both want to. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead and step into the last part of this reading. We're going to be focusing on your manifestation. Okay. Your transformation here. What is it that you're going to be manifesting, right? So we're going to tap back into the energy of the Prism Tarot. And again, we're going to focus on manifestation. So let's go ahead and set intentions here. All right, Spirit, what do we have for the manifestation of my Virgos? Show me what I need to see, and show my Virgos what they need to see when it comes to what it is that they can manifest, what it is that they will manifest. Show me what I need to see, please, and show my Virgos what they need to see. Final shuffle, okay? All right, let's see what's going on, Spirit. Let's focus on the manifestation of my Virgos. Let's take a look at what opportunities that they need to consider. Obviously, how can they recognize them, Spirit, and what opportunities, how these opportunities will benefit them, as well as the negative and positive aspects of their daily habits, their daily attributes, right? So what we got going on, Spirit. Let's go ahead and start with one card, please, for what opportunities do they need to consider. One card, Spirit, what opportunities do they need to consider? For my Virgos, what opportunities they need to consider, What opportunities does my Virgos need to consider? Okay, you got two cards, conflicting energy, the Empress, and of course, the Ace of Gems, opportunities, okay? So the fact that the feminine energy is unbalanced, okay? So in other words, the emotions are unbalanced. You know, whether, again, this goes back to the illusions, both of you guys, okay? So when it comes down to the opportunities, you need to understand that there's still opportunities within this unbalancing, within these injustices, within the conflictions and battles of life. There's always opportunities, okay? So you need to consider that when it comes to life. You need to consider, you know, the fact that when things aren't right, there's opportunities, okay? When things aren't going good, there's opportunities. How can you recognize these opportunities, Spirit? How can my Virgo? Okay, hold on. The Three of Clouds in reverse, that heartache that you feel like will never take place again. When you feel like you've hit rock bottom, okay? And it's the way you're thinking about it. This is thinking about your emotions, okay? So again, you're going to be able to recognize these opportunities because you're going to feel like there's no beginning. You're going to feel like you've hit rock bottom, okay? So in other words, what Spirit's telling you, Virgo, when you feel like you've hit rock bottom and there's nowhere to go, that's Spirit saying there's only one place to go, and that's up, right? Again, because you've hit rock bottom, there's opportunities. I know that sounds shitty, but I feel like, you know, there's this energy of being so conflicted. You feel like, you know, you don't know if you're ever going to have anything in life, if you're going to be victorious. I don't know what's going on. Maybe that's not for all of you guys, Virgo. Maybe that's only for a few rare of you guys. But the point is that Spirit's trying to tell you, look, you have opportunities in these moments of conflictions, and you can actually recognize them when you've hit rock bottom, okay? When you've hit rock bottom, that means that that's being destroyed because there's another opportunity for you, okay? Spirit, obviously, how are these opportunities going to benefit my Virgo? Conflicting energy, the one of raindrops, your power of emotions, your power to choose emotionally, right? So in other words, this hurts you, right? Whatever this is has you being analytical over your emotions. So clearly we know this has to do with your emotions when it comes to you, right? So in order to be able to obviously see these opportunities, you've got to hit rock bottom. And once you hit rock bottom, the benefits are you're going to be able to make a choice emotionally. I feel like without hitting rock bottom, you don't know how to make a choice. You just allow it to happen. Eventually you allow it to happen until you hit rock bottom. And that's when all of a sudden these conflictions give you opportunity. They give you the opportunity to choose what it is that you want emotionally. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Novus of Gems, the skill of development. Again, you're going through this. You're going through the experience to develop, okay? You're going through the experience to be able to actually manifest what it is that you want emotionally, okay? Let's also take a look at, obviously, the habits on the negative and positive end. Spirit, let's get the positive too, please. One for the positive as well. Okay, you got two for the positive. So I do feel like, obviously, on the negative end of things, on the daily habit, it's bad that you can't decide. It's bad that you can't make a choice. So this is why Spirit's going to leave you here, right? Spirit's going to lead you to the benefits of making the choice emotionally because you haven't made a decision. You haven't made a decision when it comes to your emotions, right? Spirit saying on the positive end, you are sensitive. You are an empath. You do have these emotions. You do have, again, unconditional love. But it's the nine of lightning here, right? On the positive end, it's the completion. It's these endings that have taken place against your will. It's the endings that have created this emotion, right? It's actually really beautiful because the one thing that is negative is also balanced out with the one thing that is positive, right? The fact that you can't decide will lead you to experience and grow and make a decision eventually, right? That's the benefit, right? Because you can't decide, right? This is why Spirit says, don't expect things, just dream, do what you need to do, follow me, follow your heart, stay true to yourself. Don't worry about the people that don't stay true to you. And you make decisions because you know and you are confident. Don't allow other people to make you indecisive and not confident, right? So it's an energy of, since you're not confident and since you can't make a decision, Spirit's going to conflict you when it comes to your emotions. Spirit's going to conflict you when it comes to your opportunities, to give you opportunities. And again, what are those opportunities? How are you going to recognize them? It's the opportunities to make a decision emotionally, and you're going to see them because you're going to hit rock bottom. Okay. But again, on the positive end, the fact that these indecisive decisions did all this on the positive end creates your sensitivity in a way to where it's like, again, the endings create your emotions, right? It's beautiful because the one thing that actually hurts you is the one thing that creates your positive attribute. It's your positive habit. Your positive habit is being sensitive. It's being an empath, okay? In other words, all the endings that take place and that hurt you, you still have this power to be sensitive, right? You still care about others and yourself. You're an empath. You bring on the energies of others, okay? And so it's a positive thing, but you have to understand that you're going to be doing it for the people that are going to be walking away from you, because the true purpose of an empath, the true purpose of someone who takes on the emotions of others is to be a healer for those who need it. And 9 times out of 10, the person you're healing the most is the narcissist, because the narcissist is the person that needs the most help. So if you're asking yourself the question of why do I keep ending up with men like this? Why do I keep ending up with women like this? It's because your purpose, right, that you're confused by the tangible world from, right? Your path to self is to be a healer, is to be an empath and help these people. Okay, that is your purpose, possibly. It's hard to say, get a personal reading just to make sure that these energies are for you. But again, it's a beautiful energy regardless, Virgo, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Lightning, competition, right? Really getting through these battles and competition. It's like the will, the strength to still want to fight for this, right? To go through the battle because it's an energy of wanting to be victorious, right? It's just grounding this energy no matter what, because there is this resilience within you, even though others haven't been resilient with you. It's this resilient within you, Virgo, to keep pushing through no matter what, okay? No matter the challenges, no matter the problems, no matter what, Virgo, okay? You're trying to figure out. You're trying to answer the question that you're so confused about, okay? So let's go ahead and tap in, obviously, to this energy and see what's going on here, right? See what's going on with all of these, and then we will be done with this reading, okay? Probably about another 10 minutes and we'll be done. All right, Spirit, why is the Empress here when it comes to the opportunities? Girl talk. Because you're listening to outer influence straight up, right? So Spirit's going to come in and have you really focusing on self. So Spirit wants you to understand that, you know, you need to consider the fact that outer influence is conflicting you and you do have opportunities no matter what, okay? Again, I feel like you're focused on having this person or focused on whatever this is. And so what's happening is it's an energy of almost you wanting just to be charmed or used by this person again because you don't have them. So Spirit's trying to say, look, you know, you have opportunities in these moments. I know you feel like this person, you won't have friendship with them again. You won't have that they're never going to come back and try to charm you or use you. And a part of you wants that because you miss them so much, or at least you've allowed this person to do some damage to you. So it's just a kind of a weird way of thinking, right? It's a negative way of thinking in some way, right? So it conflicts you most definitely, but Spirit wants you to know that you do have opportunities here, right? This is why the opportunity came. You are opportunity, right? Yourself alone, you are the opportunity. Again, it's you're allowing these other people to affect you when you are supposed to be doing a job of healing them. So they're sucking your energy, and now you need to do the self healing, okay? Because they've taken the healing that they need. They've taken the energy that they need. Now you need to recollect that energy, okay? Because you've got opportunities. You've got opportunities now, all right? All right, Virgo, why is the 3 of Clouds here in reverse? What's this heartache? What's this pain? What's this missing opportunity here within this for? What's going on? Let me see. The Dragonfly, being lighthearted, finding things coming out. I do feel like, obviously, you know, when you hit rock bottom, this is when you find things out. Again, this is what awakens you to, yes, be conflicted on a choice, right? But more importantly, actually making a choice, right? Again, I feel like you have to hit rock bottom in order to see that things need to change, right? I feel like things need to be destroyed so that you can see, right, that things need to change. This goes back to, again, you freeing yourself from toxicity, freeing yourself from things that are not good from you, not good for you, things that are negative, right? Things that are toxic, things that make you feel codependent, right? The fact that this person is your only person, right? You're welcoming this person. I feel like, honestly, you don't realize it, but what's taking place is when you hit rock bottom, you're deciding on what it is that you want emotionally, right? Because for so long you think about everybody else and you think about how everything else is going. How are you going to give this to this person? How are you going to give this to this person, right? I feel like you deal with a lot of thinking for Virgo. Okay, honestly, a lot of thinking when it comes to you, Virgo. So definitely you're thinking about how you can please others. So it's this energy of understanding that you need to recognize that, yes, still welcome love, but you need to welcome love with yourself here. You need to open your heart for you, because once you open your heart for you, that's when you will actually have what it is that you want, the things that conflict you emotionally. Okay. So I feel like a lot of your blockages is the fact that you are thinking negative on these things. Does that make sense? Spirit, why is this I'm sorry, the two, excuse me. I cannot talk today, you guys. The 7 of raindrops and conflicting energy. And again, the 7 of cups too. It comes down to really being conflicted on staying or walking away from things that no longer serve you emotionally. Okay, so again, freeing yourself from codependency of a toxic relationship, right? Because yes, you can have a toxic relationship with a soulmate or a twin flame. Okay, yes, you can be obsessive or controlling over a twin flame or a person that is your person forever. Okay. But the problem is that if you can't see why you're codependent, if you can't see why you're being obsessive, you're never going to have that person, because you can't focus on yourself enough to see it. So it's important to focus on yourself. It's important to focus on, again, taking the time to heal and to be able to make wise decisions on the things that you have been indecisive about. But you have to go through it. Again, you have to think about the past to focus on the future. You have to relive the memories and focus on other people and learn, right, from that perception of the past, so that, again, you can make a decision. So it's important to understand that everything happens for a reason here, Virgo, okay? So let's take a look at the bad and the good, positive, right? Let's take a look at the negative first. The negative, you know, being indecisive, you're conflicted on expanding, okay? So again, the only thing you're doing by not making a decision when it comes to you, when it comes to loving yourself and actually making decisions, better choices when it comes to you, all you're doing is conflicting your expansion. You're confusing your growth. You're confusing your union with someone else. That's all you're doing, because you're a confusing person, right? Or you're confused as a person, it's weird. It's like you're confused by other people on how you should feel about yourself. And that's the question you have to ask yourself, is why are you allowing yourself to be confused by others' actions, others', you know, thoughts, others' judgment? You know, it's really important to focus on you and make a decision, because again, you're stopping and confusing your expansion. So you're just making it a little bit more difficult on yourself. Does that explain it? Look, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Again, you need to stop this treatment. You can't expect this person to do it. You have to do it. Spirit, why is the Oracle of Raindrops here? Unconditional love. Again, yes, you're an empath, okay? It's about that self-love, though. To be an empath, you have to recharge yourself, okay? You have to love yourself here. Spirit, what is the Nine of Lightning here for the positive? Let's see what went flying. Yep, Ascension. There it is again. Damn, Virgo. You had Ascension on the bottom of the deck earlier. You had Ascension in the beginning of the reading, and you have it again now on the path to self. You're ascending. This connection is ascending you straight up. The endings that have, again, not your choice, right? The endings that were created that went against your, you know, what it is that you wanted or what it is that you thought it would be. actually leads to you understanding your ability to be sensitive and what that sensitivity does and how to use that power of emotions to love yourself and to charge yourself and to actually heal these people who need healing and actually ascend so that you can actually prepare yourself for union, right? Because once your job is done, that's when the reward is handed to you. And I feel like you're really close to that, Virgo. So definitely don't give up, okay? Bottom of the deck, we do have dating, something new's coming, right? Meeting someone new, getting back out there, plan, set a date. I feel like, honestly, it's this energy of you needing to experience and grow and live life. You may have a few cycles before you come into union with this person. Or maybe this person's not for you. Maybe you won't have union with this person, but it's important to understand that no matter what, you're going to have the union you want, and you are going to get what it is that you deserve and what it is that you want, right? When it comes to this 10 of Cups. Because once you fulfill this 10 of Cups for yourself, you're going to attract someone who appreciates that 10 of Cups and who wants to share in that 10 of Cups and who wants to match you equally with that 10 of Cups. Does that make sense, Virgo? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the extended. Remember, there's 2 ways to purchase the extended. You can purchase it individually by sending me an email at FireStarPassion@gmail.com and just be like, hey, Empress Egypt, I would like the extended for Virgo. Make sure you mention your zodiac sign because you guys, I do 12 videos for each platform a week. Okay, so 24 total. It's a lot of videos for me. It is very confusing. Okay, I try to keep as organized as I can, but I'm human. I have faults as well. Okay, so just help it out. It makes it faster for me to get to you and get you a link. Obviously, I'll send you the information on how to purchase it through the email. And then once the video is purchased, you will receive the link within 48 hours. Okay. If you are looking for, or if you know you're going to be purchasing more than one extended a month, definitely check out Patreon. My link is down below in the description box. Patreon, again, is a monthly membership. It's $11.11 a month. If you know you're getting more than 2 extended, it's a hell of a deal, right? Again, there's no ads over there, okay? And I do extra stuff over there, you guys. Plus, you'll get the extended within 24 hours instead of 48, okay? Sometimes I upload them within 30 minutes. Sometimes it's within 24 hours. It just depends on, you know, how many videos I put out for the week and where I'm at and what I've got going on in my personal life. So again, just have a little bit of patience with me. But again, check that out. Again, no ads, links down below. Don't forget to let me know how it resonates for you guys down below. Knowing your feedback helps me with your readings because I heart your comments. I may not comment back, you guys, but I do read your comments, and I always incorporate your journeys in prayer as well as intentions and obviously in these readings. So it's really important to understand that. I am going to be giving you guys 3 videos. I will be putting them on the community tab. Give me a few weeks. I'm still working on them. I'm going to be doing a video that is pertaining to the twin flame journey. I'm not actually giving you a reading, but I am going to use cards to show you what the twin flame journey is about. I'm also going to do the same thing on a soul level journey, okay, on a soulmate journey. And then I'm also going to do the same thing for the karmic relationships and karmic cycles so that you guys understand these 3 different journeys because they are all 3 different cycles, all 3 different journeys, okay? And then obviously the path to self video as well will be coming out. Again, give me a few weeks. The month of October, I'm also launching my Awoke Cosmos, right? So I'm extremely busy, you guys. So just have a little bit of patience with me. I know I don't seem like I'm putting a whole lot of videos out like I was before, but you guys, I promise I'm still here. Just pray for me because I'm going crazy myself. Okay. Life's very hectic for me right now, but I love you guys. I'm going to continue to pray, continue to set intentions in the best way on your path to self and expanding as a person. Okay. So if you guys need anything, email me. All my information in the description box. With that being said, you guys, Virgo, I love you. Stay blessed, blessed be. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. I am doing a 5,000 subscriber giveaway, you guys. Okay. As soon as we hit 5,000 subscribers, I'll announce the 2 winners. All you have to do to be entered is be subscribed to my YouTube channel, okay? I randomly choose the winners. I just scroll through my subscribers and I just close my eyes and I stop. It's the way I do it. I promise you, I don't know any of you guys, okay? So it's not like I'm passing any judgment, okay? I don't use comments or anything like that to judge. I just literally scroll through and pick and I close my eyes and where it stops is where it stops and that's how I choose it, okay? So I am going to be giving you 2 of my readings away, my top tier readings. They are 2-hour readings. They do have, you can ask 6 questions if you need to. Most people don't even ask the questions. They don't need to because I go so in depth. So yes, I am giving away 2 of my 2-hour readings. Okay, 2-hour readings with 6 questions. Again, you guys, all you have to do to be entered is subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, I announce the winners over on Instagram. All right, all the information in the description box. With that being said, you guys, I'll see you next week, Virgo. I love you. Stay blessed, blessed be. Bye.